Hi, hello, good morning, my dear students. I am your Kavita Miss from Ideal School. Welcome back to my class. Okay, students, in previous class we studied our first lesson, Dog Finds His Master. In this class, we will learn Unit 1, our first poem, March. Okay, before going to the poem, we will learn meanings. Okay, repeat after me. First meaning, Twitter of the bird to make a number of short rapid sounds. Second one, doth, old form of does. Okay, glitter, shine brightly with flashing points of light. Next, retreat, go back, especially when forced to do so. Fare ill, be unsuccessful. Flow boy, in olden times, a boy who leads a horse that is pulling the flow. Whoop, make a loud cry as of joy. Fountain, a natural spring of water. Prevail, gain control, victory, win a fight. Scene, something spread out to view. Anon, in a short time, yeah, soon. Okay, students. Okay, students, before going to the poem, you had some questions here. I want to solve these questions first. Look at the screen. First question, how many seasons do we have in a year? Okay, already they have given answer here. Spring, summer, autumn and winter. These 4 seasons we have in a year. Got it? And second question, which season comes after winter? Which season? Yes, correct. Spring season comes after winter. Okay. Last question. What changes do we see in nature in spring? Spring means it is the season name. Okay. What changes do we see in nature in spring season? Yes, obviously. During spring season, nature is greenish everywhere and we can see colorful flowers blooming in all plants, trees and trees. Got it, students? Before going to the poem, let us learn about the poet. Okay, students? The poem March is written by William Wordsworth. Look at the screen. You are watching the picture of William Wordsworth. He was a famous romantic poet. In this poem, the poet lyrically describes the beauty of nature during the spring season. Got it? Okay, students, as you know, this poem is called March because in this poem, the poet William Wordsworth describes nature as seen in the month of March. So, it is called March. It is springtime. Understood? Spring is a colorful season. Okay, students, it brings cheerfulness and new activity in all living beings. The world appears fresh and beautiful. As you can see on the screen, these are the pictures of spring season. Understood, students? Let's move on poem now. I'll read the poem. All of you follow me. First stanza. The cock is crowing, the stream is flowing, the small birds twitter, the lake doth glitter, the green field sleeps in the sun. Okay, students, in this poem, the poet is watching the scene from near a stream. Okay, here the poet observes that in springtime the cock crows early at sunrise and heralding a new and beautiful day. Okay, how cock crows? Listen the sound of cock. Okay, students. Okay, students, let's move on the next line. The stream is flowing. That means the streams nearby flowing lazily as it is green and colorful everywhere. Okay, next line. The small birds twitter. Twitter means to make a number of short rapid sounds. Rapid sounds means continuous sounds. Okay, here The birds twitter happily sitting on the lush green trees. Okay, now I will show you the twittering sounds of birds. Okay, let me move to next line, which is next line. The lake doth glitter. Glitter means shine. Okay, shine brightly with flashing points of light. I will show you. Listen the sound of lake. Okay students, let me move to next line. The green fields sleep in the sun. That means the green fields appear to be sleeping in the warm sunny morning. Understood? Shall we go to the next stanza? You just concentrate on next stanza. The oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. Okay, the oldest and the youngest are at work with the strongest. That means after the long winter season, the people of the village are working in their fields. Okay, the old and young together are at work with the other strong people of the village. Understood students? Go to the next line. The cattle are grazing, their heads never raising. There are 40 feeding like one. That means the cattle. The cattle means what? Cattle means group of cows. Okay. The cattle are grazing happily without even raising their heads. This appears like the idiom what? 40 feeding like one. That means all their heads are bent and they are grazing in unison. Understood? Go to next stanza. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill on the top of the bare hill. The flowboy is whooping anon, anon. Like an army defeated, the snow hath retreated, and now doth fare ill on the top of the bare hill. Listen, students, what is the meaning of these lines? The snow on the land is melted in the warm spring sun. You all understood that. Okay. Only a little snow is left on the top of the bare hills. The snow is compared to a defeated army which has retreated, humiliated, far away from the battle. Okay. Next line. The flowboy is whooping anon, anon. That means the flowboy who is flowing the field is shouting anon, anon. Anon, anon means sooner, sooner. With joyfully he was shouting like anon, anon. Understood? Let's move on the last paragraph. There is joy in the mountains. There is life in the fountains. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing. The rain is over and gone. There is a joy in the mountains. There is a life in the fountains. That means after the long winter season, now in spring seasons, the mountain slopes are filling up with colorful plants. You already knew what spring season is, rebirth of nature. Like that, the mountain slopes are now filling up with colorful plants, a sight which brings joy to the eye and mind of the observers. The springs flowing down the mountain slopes are now alive with water from the melting snow. Understood? Next lines. Small clouds are sailing, blue sky prevailing, the rain is over and gone. That means little clouds are floating about the under the blue sky, and the rain and snow of the winter season is over and gone, and the weather at springtime is pleasant and joyful. Understood, students? Okay students, today we have studied our first poem, March. I hope you all enjoyed this poem. I'll meet you in the next session. Thank you. Have a nice day. Be safe in home. Okay students, bye.